Every market crash feels different when you're living through it. The headlines become darker, fear spreads across social media, experts predict disaster, and investors begin wondering whether this time is different. During these moments, selling feels safe, holding feels risky, investing even more money feels almost unthinkable. Yet history reveals a fascinating pattern. Every major crash that once seemed like the end of the financial world eventually became a chapter in a much larger story of recovery and growth. What if, instead of panicking during every downturn, you had continued investing through each crisis? What if you had ignored the fear, kept buying consistently, and trusted the long-term power of the market? The answer may completely change how you think about investing forever. Investing is often portrayed as a battle against the market, but in reality, the biggest battle usually takes place inside an investor's mind. Markets rise and fall, economic cycles come and go, recessions appear unexpectedly, and bull markets often arrive when few people expect them. Throughout history, countless investors have abandoned their strategies during periods of uncertainty, only to watch the market recover without them. The challenge is that market crashes feel permanent when they're happening. Whether it was the crash of 1987, the dot-com collapse, the global financial crisis of 2008, the COVID-19 panic in 2020, or countless smaller corrections in between, investors were repeatedly convinced that the future looked bleak. Yet despite every crisis, the market eventually found a way forward. Today's video explores one of the most powerful investing thought experiments ever. What would have happened if you had continued investing through every major market crash? How much wealth could have been created? What lessons can today's investors learn from history? And why do market downturns often become the greatest opportunities for long-term wealth building? Let's dive into the story that Wall Street statistics reveal but emotions often hide. To understand why continuing to invest during market crashes can be so powerful, we first need to understand how most people react when markets fall. Human beings are naturally wired to avoid danger. Thousands of years ago, this instinct helped our ancestors survive. Unfortunately, financial markets often punish the same instincts that once protected us. When investors see their portfolios losing value, their brains interpret the decline as a threat. Fear takes over. News headlines amplify uncertainty. Social media becomes flooded with predictions of economic collapse. The natural response is to escape the pain by selling. The problem is that market crashes rarely announce when they are about to end. Investors who sell often assume they will buy back later when conditions improve. But history shows that recoveries frequently begin while the news remains negative. By the time confidence returns, much of the rebound has already occurred. This creates one of the greatest paradoxes in investing. The moments that feel safest to invest are often the least profitable, while the moments that feel most dangerous often offer the greatest long-term opportunities. Consider the crash of October 1987. On a day that became known as Black Monday, the stock market experienced one of the largest single-day declines in history. Panic spread throughout financial markets. Investors feared a prolonged economic disaster. Yet those who continued investing through the fear eventually witnessed a recovery that few believed possible at the time. The crash became a temporary event in a decades-long upward trend. The same pattern appeared during the dot-com crash of the early 2000s. Technology stocks collapsed. Billion-dollar companies disappeared. Investors who had chased speculative internet businesses experienced devastating losses. It felt as though the entire technology revolution had failed. Yet while many investors abandoned the market, others continued investing consistently. Over the following decades, technology became one of the most transformative and profitable sectors in history. The companies that emerged from the wreckage helped drive one of the greatest wealth creation periods ever seen. Then came the global financial crisis of 2008. Banks were failing, housing markets were collapsing, governments around the world were implementing emergency measures to stabilize economies. Fear dominated every headline. Many investors became convinced that the financial system itself was at risk. Some sold everything and waited on the sidelines. Others continued investing month after month despite the uncertainty. Looking back today, the difference between those two decisions is staggering. Investors who stayed committed during one of the darkest periods in modern financial history participated in the powerful bull market that followed. Perhaps the most dramatic example occurred in 2020, during the COVID-19 pandemic. Within weeks, markets experienced one of the fastest declines ever recorded. Entire countries entered lockdowns. Businesses closed. Economic activity slowed dramatically. Once again, predictions of long-term catastrophe filled the media, yet the recovery that followed was equally historic. Investors who continued investing during the panic were purchasing shares at discounted prices just before one of the strongest rebounds in market history. What makes these examples so fascinating is that the specific crisis changes, but investor psychology remains remarkably consistent. Every crash feels unique. Every downturn appears to have unprecedented risks. Every generation believes it is facing challenges unlike anything before. Yet markets have repeatedly demonstrated an extraordinary ability to adapt, innovate, and recover over time. This is where the concept of dollar-cost averaging becomes incredibly powerful. Instead of trying to predict market bottoms, investors contribute money consistently regardless of market conditions. During bull markets, they purchase shares at higher prices. During crashes, they purchase more shares at lower prices. Over long periods, this approach removes much of the emotional decision-making that causes investors to make costly mistakes. Think about it this way. When consumers see a favorite product discounted by 30%, they become excited. They view the lower price as an opportunity. Yet when stocks fall by 30%, many investors become fearful. The exact same principle applies, but emotions create a different reaction. Market crashes effectively place future earnings, innovation, and economic growth on sale. Long-term investors who understand this concept often view downturns very differently from short-term traders. Another important lesson from history is that time matters more than timing. Investors spend enormous amounts of energy trying to predict market peaks and bottoms. The reality is that even professional fund managers struggle to consistently forecast short-term market movements. Missing just a handful of the market's strongest recovery days can dramatically reduce long-term returns. Because those powerful recovery days often occur shortly after major declines, investors who exit during crashes risk missing the very gains that drive future wealth creation. The compounding effect makes this even more significant. Every dollar invested during a crash has the potential to participate in years or even decades of future growth. When dividends are reinvested and gains continue compounding, the impact becomes exponential. Small decisions made during periods of fear can lead to enormous differences in wealth over long time horizons. History also teaches us that market crashes serve an important purpose. They remove speculation, expose weak businesses, and create opportunities for stronger companies to emerge. While downturns are painful in the short term, they often lay the foundation for future economic growth. Investors who continue investing during these periods are effectively positioning themselves for the next phase of expansion before it becomes obvious to everyone else. This does not mean every investment succeeds. Individual companies can fail, entire industries can struggle, but broad market investing has historically benefited from the resilience and adaptability of economies over time. New technologies emerge, new businesses are created, productivity improves, innovation continues. The market's long-term upward trajectory reflects these underlying forces. The remarkable truth is that many of the wealthiest investors in history were not necessarily those who predicted every crash correctly. They were often the investors who remained disciplined when others became emotional. They understood that uncertainty is a permanent feature of investing, not a temporary bug that can be eliminated. If you had continued investing through every major crash, you would have experienced fear, doubt, and periods of significant losses on paper, but you also would have participated in every recovery, every bull market, and every wave of economic progress that followed. The story of investing is not a story of avoiding crashes. It is a story of surviving them and allowing time to work in your favor. As we move through 2026, investors continue debating the future of interest rates, inflation, artificial intelligence-driven growth, and global economic conditions. Despite ongoing uncertainty, one theme remains consistent across generations of investors. Markets continue rewarding long-term participation more than short-term prediction. Institutional investors are increasingly emphasizing disciplined allocation strategies rather than attempting to forecast every economic development. Meanwhile, advances in technology, automation, and artificial intelligence continue creating new growth opportunities across multiple industries. These developments reinforce a historical lesson that has survived every major market crash. The future often looks brightest when current sentiment is at its darkest. Market crashes are uncomfortable, frightening, and impossible to predict with precision. Yet history suggests they are not the enemy of long-term investors. In many cases, they are the opportunity. Every major downturn has tested investor confidence. Every crash has convinced some people that recovery would never come. And every recovery has rewarded those who remained patient enough to stay invested. The biggest gains in investing often don't come from avoiding every market decline. They come from having the discipline to continue investing when others are too afraid to do so. So the next time markets fall and fear dominates the headlines, remember this question: what if you simply kept investing? History suggests the answer could be far more powerful than most people realize. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more investing and financial education content. Leave a comment below and tell us, would you keep buying during a market crash, or would you wait for things to feel safe again? Thanks for watching, and have a wonderful day.